so far as the black and white painting. I'm going to finish it up and then I'll show you what the final is. I have to let it dry. I added in the white on top after I painted some of the gray. And I really like this. I think this is a very creative one with the shape of the pot and the flowers on it. Almost looks like a wedding cake decorated. So I'm going to finish that. I'm going to probably start the white one later this afternoon, and I'll probably show you that in this video if I do get it started, and I'm going to work on my closet. So I will see you later in this video. Please make sure you like and subscribe. Hi everyone, this is Caroline, and I am going to clean, a little tidy up in the studio, and I feel like my workspace needs a little tidy up. I went through my paints a few videos back, and I am going to conquer the closet. This is the closet where I have more art supplies, and on the bottom is where I have some sewing and baskets full of probably knitting needles and odds and ends, and I have a dresser full of art supplies, and I just need to make this a little bit more orderly and accessible for me to be able to use. So I'm going to be working on that today, and I'm going to show you the before and after shot because it's a little hard to film the closet. But I am also going to go through my fabric in this drawer. I have a lot of sewing things in this dresser that I have here. So I have to move some things out of the way. I have my walking pad, and then I'm going to get started and I will show you the before and after. Alright, so this is the closet, which is the dresser in it. And I have another dresser here and some baskets, and I know these have my sewing. Both of these baskets have my sewing in it, so I'm going to keep that there for now. This is a quilt that I need to finish, and then another quilt I also have to finish. And then down here is all of my stuff I had in the closet that I need to sort out, and took out some of my sewing stuff, and my fabric is on that table. So now I am going to put art supplies in this dresser to make it easier for me to get to them, since my workstation is over here. And then all my sewing stuff I'm going to put in here. And I think some of my art supplies will be in some of these drawers. I have cleaned out the closet, and it is much better. It is organized where I could find things and it makes better sense. So I let the fabric and the sewing parts of my closet, which is over here, I didn't go through that. I went through that a few months ago. I don't have anything to donate or toss, so that area is fine. And then this area is where I have some knitting stuff, some fabric in this basket, and then that's where all of my journals and paper is. And then on this shelf I have a lot of paper And I have some more journals and a lot more art supplies. And then in these drawers is where I put ribbon, and then I have my fabric in there. And then over here is buttons and elastic. So I have that sorted. And then this would be where my other color pencils are at, and my colored pens, and this is oil pastels in here. And then this drawer, some odds and ends of paper, and then some finished drawings are in these. And this bottom drawer has my cutting board and a tripod, a hammer. I don't tend to use these quite often, but so I put them on the bottom drawer. I'm going to show you some of my drawings I did. This goes back years ago. And I'm not sure. I don't have a date on this one, but it's probably from 2019, 2018, something like that. I'm just going to go closer to it so you can see. I was into black and white drawings, kind of Zentangle, but more like a doodle. And this one was in color pencils. And let me zoom out so you can see the whole thing. And I would just draw, scribble, and then color it in. This is color pencils as well. Let me zoom out. This one's done in 2020. I have a date on that one. And these are fun little things to do. Just it's very calming, and you just never know what shape and what you're gonna get from it. Another black and white one. And here's another one. This is from 2020. Looks like a fish in that one. I seem to draw a lot with fish in it. Alright, so this is now my workstation. I am going to tidy that up just a little bit before I leave the room. And over there, I'm going to tidy up. My yoga blocks is on the table where I cut my fabric for my quilt. So I'm going to do that after this when I get done. And of course, my cat's looking out the window. But yeah, this is now a little bit more organized. I will go through my sewing things in this cabinet at some other date. But yeah, this is much nicer, and I feel a little bit better that I know where things are at and they're not just like crammed in there. So, but that's it for today. I might do some paintings. I might include those in at the end of the video. I'm not sure if you made it this far. I appreciate it. Please like and subscribe. And comment if you want to. I appreciate it. Thanks. Bye.